Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy. It's your boy. Hello, my name Topher. It's mad, you know. Yeah. So I'm gonna jam to this tune in a bit. So yeah, Happy New Year. I don't know if I'm back. I don't know if I'm not, but I just wanna wish you a good one, you know. Right, let's get to it. Told you long ago on the road, I got what you searching for. Yeah, I told you long ago on the road, I got what you searching for. Yeah, baby, couple racks, couple Grammys on him. Couple blacks, that's a fact, that's a fact, throw it back, throw it back, I think I'm losing my mind, trying to stay inside the line. Hey, how you doing? It's your boy with another, gosh, it's been too long. It's your boy with another installment of Jeffrey Babbles, and I have a question. I have a really short question, but yeah, it depends on how deep you want to take it. So the question is, how much is an exam question really worth? So let's say you have an exam, you're sitting an exam and it's out of 100, and there is a question bang in the middle and it's worth 7 marks, worth 10 marks, whatever you want, and this question doesn't have all the data you need to answer the question. So it doesn't have all the data you need to answer the question. Yeah, and this question is worth 7 marks out of 100. So you start the exam, you're like, this is a pretty chill exam. You start the exam, and then as you work your way through the exam, you find out that it's a bit difficult. It's not as easy as you thought it would be. And then you get to question number 6 out of 12. So there's 12 questions, but it's out of 100. It's out of a total of 100. And question 6A is worth 7 marks. That's the question, and it doesn't have all the data you need to answer the question. How many times have I said question? Yeah, and it doesn't have all the data you need to answer the question. So you struggle with this question. You struggle to understand it firstly, and you're like, what should I do? I don't know how to start and how to proceed and how to get to the answer. And you spend a good 10, 15, 20 minutes trying to hack this question down and try to understand it. But you can't, because it doesn't have all the data. So at the end of the exam, they collect the question papers, they come back to you and they're like, oh, by the way, question 6A didn't have all the data. So we're gonna just make we're just gonna give everyone a free 7 marks. So everybody gets a free 7 marks. Or we make the question, like the total of the exam, out of 93. So yeah. Now the question here is, stay with me, the question here is, how much is that really worth? That question with like incomplete data, how much is it really worth? So you've spent a good 20 minutes on it, that's one, and also it decimated, like completely destroyed your confidence, because you're just like, I don't know where to begin. I don't know what this question is asking of me. So that's 2. It's ruined your confidence. So question 7 to 12, you half-ass them because you don't know, like you're still thinking about question 6. And so your confidence is completely ruined. It's down the drain, it's gone. So how much is it really worth? Is it worth the 7 marks you're getting for free? Because question 7 to 12, you're not at your best, you're not giving it your full best. So yeah, was the 7 marks actually worth it, or was that incomplete question worth more? So that's the question here, because let's say for instance your confidence is ruined, question 7 to 12, you get like you fail them, you completely just yeah, they destroy you because your confidence is gone, you can't think straight, you're thinking back to question 6A. So how much is it actually worth, and how much compensation should you get? So that's the question here. And yeah, it's really interesting, because let's say for instance a student lost their confidence, they fail the module and they have to repeat the year. So is that incomplete question worth a full 365 days? Or let's say you fail the question you fail the question, you fail the subsequent questions because your confidence is gone, you fail the module, your sponsor's like, yeah, we can't sponsor you anymore. How much is that question really worth? If you really think about it, it's worth more. It's really, really worth more. It's layered. Or let's say, yeah, let's say, okay, now I'm reaching, but let's say that was like the second exam out of 9 exams, and it completely ruined your confidence. You're just like, oh my god, I've definitely got less than 40% in that module. I've completely failed. And then the next exams, you're just like thinking back to that one, you're just like, oh, is it even worth it? If I do my best, I still have that one I failed. So how much is it really worth is my question. Yeah, but then comes the question of like worth. What is actual worth? How can we quantify it? How can we compensate students for the time they spent on the question, for the mental capacity they've exhausted on this question, for the confidence they've lost because of this question, and that effect on the subsequent questions? How much is it really worth? Right, see you next time. Cheerio, guys.